Listen, before we get to the very serious business at foot, see what I did there, monkey?
See that you're
Their little hands their foot have thumbs.
They're so
I
hilarious.
didn't understand that.
Their feet have thumbs. Some people have feet with thumbs. It's rare, but it happens now and again.
What's the weird on that some water thing that they do that tastes like mangoes? They have the weird little striped animal that his feet and hands are the same.
No, I don't know.
Me either, but it was very weird.
Well, I'm glad we got there.
I'm just wondering what sort of critter it was.
Somebody call David Attenborough. We need help.
Can we?
No.
Or is it a long distance call?
It's long.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where was I now? Yes, before we get to the serious business at hand, we're not going through that whole thing again.
No.
Like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News, please, so that we can stop this nonsense and just carry on.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, follow. If you find a weird story you think we might find weird, which, it could be anything.
We find regular stories weird, so...
We do. By the way, no, I'm not going there. Send it, if you find a weird story, send it off to us at TITR, that stands for This Is True Really News. TITR at netradio.network.
Well done, young man.
Donkey chains.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
Last August, thieves stole around 540 Pokemon cards. Yeah.
Why?
Worth about $200,000 from a shop in Tokyo.
The hell?
Right. Apparently they're collectors.
Wait a minute, Pokemon's still a thing?
This is a Pikachu rookie card.
Dude. But I worked in a comic and card shop. They weren't a thing then, and that was, what, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I remember that.
The only good thing about that time period was the animated adventures of Batman.
Right?
Actually, it was Batman, the animated series, sorry.
So the other day, thieves hit a shop in Kyushu, stealing some 600 cards worth about $47,000.
No, come on.
The Pikachu rookie card obviously wasn't in the stack.
Well, no.
In another incident, a man tied a rope to the top of a building, rappelled down to the 6th floor, smashed the window, and stole a collection of Pokemon cards.
So we're talking James Bond effort here.
Yeah, right. The suspect, who was eventually
For Pokemon cards. I'm just trying to keep this in my head.
Pikachu! The suspect, eventually nabbed by police, said he used a particular set of skills he learned in a high school rock climbing class.
Oh, good. I was afraid he was like CIA wet work, and that'd be bad.
Shop owners have taken to investing in more security, buying safes, or making copies of their collection for display, though such measures have cut into sales.
Yes.
Now, at this point in the show, I would like to turn to my colleague, Antoine Gazinga, boy pugilist.
And spectacularly good high school tennis. Yeah, apparently Tony Vercanis wouldn't work if I made it into professional tennis.
No, they wouldn't like that.
All 5'6" of me.
Well, that and Vercanis tennis, just you don't want that.
Yeah, because there'd be too many Snickers.
Yeah.
And
maybe even the odd Three Musketeers.
I would think maybe. I know for sure a Milky Way. Anyway, where was I?
Well, we were being stupid.
Did you ever notice the cute word they have for like guys that do bad things for spies? Right? They do wet work.
Oh, yes.
They're fixers.
Yes. Cleaners.
Yeah. Or my personal favorite. Did you see Mr. Nobody with Better Call Saul guy?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that.
When he was in the Army, he was an adjuster.
And he wasn't a chiropractor.
And he was very good at what he did. It was that I watched that like 4 or 5 times before it went away. It was just embarrassing. Where was I now? Oh, you had a thief. I have one.
Okay, good.
Your thieves are much cooler than mine. Mine's a putz. Pikachu. And we're in Florida, so
it's Florida, man.
Modern, and I would like to retire there. No one else in my family would, namely my wife. But hey, modern technology has.
How about
really
Arizona?
I go there. My godparents live there.
Ah, lovely.
Guess who won't go there?
Your wife.
Bingo.
Nor will mine.
Go ahead, pick another warm spot.
Ooh, Fiji.
How about either of the Carolinas, Hawaii, any of them?
Yeah. Nope. Not
Is
Hedman.
it? Maybe.
Ooh, Bailey's?
I haven't asked,
I'm guessing.
but I'm getting tired of the same old answers. No.
Ask someone else.
Where was I? Oh, criminals. Criminal.
Criminal.
Wow.
Let me remember.
Modern technology has made things difficult for your average burglar. Now, there are surveillance cameras everywhere. They have to wear something on their face to hide their identity as best they can. But sometimes, you forget to prepare properly for your job. Oh, come on. Haven't you ever had times you went to the radio station, left your vocal cords at home, and it was like, oh, God, no.
That's me. But that's why we were in radio. There's no homework.
Yep.
You just go in, you
walk
say a
in,
bunch
grab
of crap.
coffee, start talking. we think we can do, well, we can do that. Whether we do it well is,
Yeah, that is
subjective.
always the,
Yeah.
well, according to our bosses.
Of course, I do remember, like hockey players that have gone to the rink without their skates. That's always a panicked phone call.
Oops.
Where was I? Oh, when you like, say, for instance, you go to a burglary and don't have your mask available.
That
So
is
do
a
you
social blunder.
Do you just call the whole? I mean, it's rude. In Ann Lander's day, she would pish-posh you. Miss Manners wouldn't even talk to you.
That's right, because she's
So-
mean.
Do you just call it off? No. Because you're a burglar in Florida, you're going to improvise.
This?
Well, let's take Florida burglar Claude Vincent Griffin Jr., for example.
You mean there's a Claude Vincent Griffin Sr.?
Senior. Yeah. Yeah. Could be the third, and that would worry me. CVG2 has been arrested under suspicion of robbery with a grocery store. Actually, he apparently robbed the grocery store
Okay.
3 times in one night
What, did he forget where he was going?
while donning a cardboard box on his head.
No, I'm the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz.
All right. With as much truth in advertising as I can muster, he
Okay.
only wore the box on one of the 3 times he was there.
Yeah, this will fool everybody.
But it was the most memorable sojourn into the store and the one that ultimately spelled his downfall,
All right.
as opposed to his falling down, which I think that would probably happen too.
Or running
pilfering,
into.
Pilfering cell phones, he did what most, Marx Brothers movies would do. He knocked the box off his head, revealing his face to the world. Due to that, the cops were rather easily able to find and arrest him. The
Oh,
store
look,
owner
it's him again.
Store owner was supposed to have a security alarm, but
Yeah.
according to the owner, Jeremiah Berganza, clearly he didn't get his money's worth on the system he bought because it never activated.
Wonderful.
Fortunately, his security cameras worked. They documented every entertaining trip Griffin made to the store over the next few hours. On his first visit, wearing the box, part of the time, he wait a minute, I'm sorry. On his first visit, he wore a real regular mask of sunglasses and a full hood.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Surveillance footage shows him entering through the back door, heading to a filing cabinet inside the supermarket, rummaged through the cabinet's contents, found a pair of gloves.
A little late for that now.
Well, I would think there'd probably be fingerprints from all that rummaging, but what do I know? He then went to the store's front counter, grabbed several scratch and win lottery tickets and multiple cartons of cigarettes. Well, who wouldn't? They're pretty pricey.
Yeah.
He stuffed his loot into a plastic bag, which he also took from the store. With that, he left. And then he came back an hour later, but something was different. This is where the cardboard box was on his head.
Okay.
Oh, surveillance cameras, they're a fun thing.
What happened to his balaclava?
We
Or
don't
his
know
other mask
where it
thing.
went,
He didn't wear a
but for
balaclava.
some reason, he went to the box thing. Maybe it was to fool them and think 3 different people were doing this. He walked back to the front counter, but he wasn't after more lottery tickets or cigs. This time, he used a blunt object to smash the glass of the display counter and pulled out the ever-popular iPhone. Okay, now that looks like you're going for something that you can sell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuffed those in his bag and he made a boo-boo. He didn't seem to have eye holes cut in the box. So with that limiting his vision, he accidentally knocked it off, revealing his rather distinctive facial tattoos and what is termed an abnormal lump on his cheek.
That's his chewing tobacco.
Could be. I had a laugh on my face when I saw the video. Berganza told Local 10, but I was sad because it happened.
Yeah.
No kidding. Berganza has a big heart, feeling sorry for the burglar robbing his store. So after the box blunder, Griffin leaves. He smashed another display case.
Oh, okay. So that's 2 now.
Took multiple watches, left again. Okay, that's 2.
Yeah.
And they came back again.
That's 3.
Griffin now wearing his proper mask again. And I'm pretty sure you're wondering the same as everyone else. Why didn't you wear it the second time in? We don't know. This one was much faster than the previous 2, probably because Griffin knew the store's layout and stock by now. He could probably restock and face those shelves with the best of them by then.
Exactly.
He grabbed a few more iPhones before jumping behind the counter to pry open the cash box. Griffin stole 19 cell phones, about $8,200 in cash during his 3 adventures. According to police filings, he made off with $30,000 worth of goods in total, on top of $2,000 worth of property damage.
So it was about 10 grand a visit.
Yeah. He did not get to enjoy this very long, though.
Well, if you've got a lot of cell phones, that's a lot of phone calling to.
I'm telling you. 10 hours. I mean, if you're going to use a burner phone, they're cheaper ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Only 10 hours after the break-in, a barbershop owner in the same plaza as Price Choice spotted Griffin in the front of a liquor store. Man tried to run when the cops showed up, but we know how that ended up, handcuffs. On his person, the police found one of the stolen iPhones, not to mention a sandwich bag filled with cocaine. It just gets better.
Drug-fueled madness.
According to court documents, Griffin, the one smart thing he's done all day now, confessed to the crime. He's jailed on $2,300 bond, or $23,000 bond. He is looking at 10 felony charges, including burglary, grand theft, criminal mischief, drug possession, and resisting an officer, but without violence.
Okay.
Florida man. If you're in Florida and you're a guy, don't do crime.
Yeah, because you're dumb.
It just it's not going to work for you. Criminality is not your forte.
Let's move from criminality to something else.
Thank you. Where you at?
NASA is sending a poem by
I thought we were moving away from criminality.
We are. Shop. NASA is sending a poem by United States Poet Laureate Ada Limon on its upcoming Europa Clipper mission, which will search for life on the icy moon of Jupiter.
So they're sending the poet to the moon?
No, they're sending the poem to the moon. The poet stays here.
See, yeah. I mean, with most of the current poetry I've seen, they should send the poet.
The agency has also invited the public to add their names to the spacecraft, which will travel billions and billions of miles through our solar system.
I want to name it Phil. Is that okay?
Yes. This message in a bottle resembles a past effort from the agency way back in ancient history, 1977, something you and I will remember.
Were people alive then?
Acutely. Yeah, well,
or were there still dinosaurs?
We were still dinosaurs at that time. When NASA launched 2 copies of a phonograph disc called the Golden Record. Remember that one?
Vaguely.
One each went on the Voyager probes. That time capsule is still flying through space, containing sounds from Earth, like laughter, music, and animal noises. So
sometimes all at the same time.
They recorded it in Congress, I'm sure. According to This Is True Really News.
And it wouldn't have to be the United States. It could have been anywhere. State House, anywhere.
Yep. According to This Is True Really News crack investigative team, Limon's
we have one?
First poem began.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
This was rejected.
Okay, good.
So he wrote something smarmy instead.
Oh, he wrote a smutty poem to start.
Smarmy. Well, I don't know. It just.
Oh, never mind.
The first thing that came to his mind.
Limericks. They're a good thing.
In days of old, when knights were bold.
Don't.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.